actually doing the do. So you know, forgive me if this doesn't work that well, obviously, because you know, I'm just trying this out. Because yeah, what was that? Why is that making noise? All right, bear with. Okay, bear with. I need to do something on here. I need to mute that. There we go. Confused person uses an IRL type situation. There we go. So first things first. How's it going, everybody? Did not get my tripod ready because preparation is not the friend of me, I tell you. There we go. Right, let's get a cup of tea going, yeah? Because I haven't made a cup of tea. I need a cup of tea. I can't not have a cup of tea. Because yeah, how are we doing? The bit rate's a bit shit, isn't it? But we'll muddle through. All right. Okay. So, it's a bit higher. Yeah. I've got like a really old-fashioned tripod. Come on. There we go. I had this tripod, no word of a lie, must be a significant amount of years, put it that way, a significant amount of years. So yeah, let's just pop that. No, blimey. Get out of here. There we go. We're doing all right. Right, cup of tea. Get closer. Why are you so far away? Yeah? Don't be scared. There you are. How's it going? Right. Let's boil the kettle. I would offer to make you a cup of tea, but there's not a lot of point really, is there? Because, well, you don't better drink it because you're not near here. So, yeah. All right. I'm one of those weird people that actually, I'll get away from the kettle in a second, don't worry. I make my tea in a teapot.
Cosmalt has resubscribed for 11 months. Do 23.
How's it going, Cosmalt? I don't know if that popped up or not. I don't know. You may recognise the place I'm currently in. Oh. And seriously, you don't have to subscribe. There's not a lot of point. Thank you, Ace Hickory. Right, so I'm currently just pissing around with this because it's just, well, the thing is, right, I'll get kind of, hang on a second. The bottom of this tripod is way too big. Right, so the thing is, well, I have two microwaves. I don't have two microwaves, you div. Right, this one here, there, that's a little mini oven, you see? The little mini oven, it saves electricity. It's like a halogen one thing. And the other one's a microwave. I like what you've done with the place. Thank you very much. I do my best. I've done my best with it, really, considering. I feel a bit of a div holding that, but right, let me just pop that down there. I've just realised the tea making stuff is actually in there, so come on. Feeling motion sick? Yeah, you should do. House tour? Definitely not. You will not be seeing a tour of the house. You've seen it before anyway. There you are. Yeah, it's a very small flat, to be fair, but it does the job. It does the job. So yeah, so basically, I'm just trying this out because I get a bit sick of being like sitting in front of a computer, getting bored trying to play a computer game because you know I've got very low patience for computer games, and also the other issue is I'm not that good at it. You know, not that good at it. So yeah, that being the other issue, as it were. Set the old timer for the old tea. 5 minutes. I've got 5 minutes, so it means that the stream will be at least 5 minutes. Show the stream setup. Well, I guess I could. The stream. You want to go into that room? Right, give me a second. Hold on. It's very messy in there. It's very messy. Just enjoy this little artistic wank there. My friend drew that. They came around. I was like, oh, I'm gonna draw some stuff on your whiteboard. Oh, by the way, bath stream definitely coming up. Bath stream coming up. It's very messy in here. So I go. Oh no, it looks like this. Right. Yeah, it's not working. Hang on. Let me just get my other mic. Oh man, right. But it's still working, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Right, I need to. I've got to fix this now, haven't I? So basically, I got these wireless mics. Yeah, exactly. I got these wireless mics, but they rattle. So I've got a second one here, but I'm going to have to fix it because I actually haven't fixed the other one. I suspect maybe the battery died. But as I was saying, though you couldn't hear me, if you fancy it, try some sound alerts. It should come through this microphone, allegedly. Allegedly. Just gnaw through it like a fucking beaver. There you go. They don't overlap, but that's the only problem. They don't overlap too well. Oh, they do. Apparently also TTS works. Right, hang on. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, that works. Right. So, I hope it... Even more degrading. It's a very short edit of it, though. Because the thing is, because it's not my normal setup and I have to hear it, it's the very short edited version of it. But it works. Right, so that's now work. Right, so we've got... I was like an idiot there. Thanks very much. Right, yeah. So that's basically what I'm working on at the minute. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, fucking uwu. Anyway. Yes, this is basically what I've been dicking around, like I say, so I'm to wait for the... Look at that, perfect. I've got to pour my tea out now. Right, okay. As always, it's customary in this abode. Just wear the tea cozy on your head, because you have to. If you don't, it's bad luck. I think Billy Connolly once said, "Never trust someone who's never put a tea cozy on their head," and I kind of stand by that, because Well, you know, that they say that's the no offense, Ace Hickory, if you're still there, but they say that the reason why America is slightly backwards is because you could put an American in a room with a tea cozy, and they would never try and work out if it's a serviceable hat. They'll just sit there and look at it. So yeah, no offense. That's not. I'm just that's a very sort of sweeping statement. But yeah, get some old milk in there. Milk. No more milk left. Typical. Actually, there's a tea cozy right there. Hang on. But to have no kitchen roll. Fucking don't. I used that up literally before I started. I was like, oh great. Maybe stop, using it as much. I don't know if you're an American. Hang on. Ace Hickory is the other person. Right, I forget. I don't know. I get confused. Oh, by the way, how's it going, Dewey? I forgot to say hello, Dewey. Dewey, no. Right, so yeah. I actually knitted this myself. I like Badly Drawn Boy now. Run to the shop literally less than 2 minutes away. I missed that shop. Hello, I am well. I'm glad you are well. I've been worried bloody sick. I actually don't go to that shop. I won't say the reasons why, but you can imagine. That's obviously a joke, by the way. Just me being an edgelord. No, it's I was doing good. I always go to Morrison's because Morrison's it's got much more stuff in it. But yeah. Right. Do you know? You have to excuse me because I need to do a massive poo. So I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Actually, no, I'll take a book. No. Yeah. So how's everyone actually been? I've been away for a bit, and I think, come on, this tripod is ridiculous. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I think you can see my hair is slightly thinning when you're from that angle. It's a bit embarrassing, but I think if I just sweep it over a little bit, people don't tend to sort of notice. But yeah. So the plan is, maybe not today. Thank you. So maybe not today, but I'm planning on at some point doing some arts and crafts type thing. But the only issue I've got is I can't work out a good camera angle with this setup because, well, basically, sitting on a sofa is all right, but you can't really do a lot with it. As an example, like if I'm here, like this, you can't really see over my shoulder. You can see over my shoulder, so I have to literally sit like that. Ooh, do some drawing. I could do that, to be fair. That works. Let's do that. Can you do a breakdancing stream? I really can't. Do you know, it's funny, actually. So yesterday, I was handed a skateboard. And I was like, hey, you want to see some tricks? And at the time, I was wearing a Vans hoodie. And I was all like, I probably look like a bit of a skater right now. And they went, oh, go on then. I was like, no. And I just flashed forward in my head the possible outcomes of me trying to do some skateboarding. And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely bugger up my ankle. I'll definitely be doing some sort of mischief. And ideally, I don't really want to do that because at my age, it's not really the best situation to be in. Because obviously I'm getting closer to 40, and it's a bit of a you get a sense of mortality. You need another camera for a bird's eye view kind of thing. I've only got one camera. You see, that is the issue. I mean, I could use the tablet, but I need the tablet for the chat. You see, although I don't know, I'll have to work this all out. Yeah, because I don't really want to sort of be stuck in the same bloody room. Like I say, at some point, I'm hoping to get out and about in sort of just walking about maybe somewhere. I don't really know. But the thing is, I'm a little bit like, do I really want to be like having people playing music and TTS and all that kind of stuff? because I've seen how badly that can go. I've just noticed something which is quite amusing. Since starting my stream, I've lost a follower. So that's actually quite funny. I don't need to have that visible, but that's actually so. Someone has decided. Do you know what? I'm going to unfollow that guy. He's a bit of a dick. Turn those things off when out and about. Yeah, but that's the fun, though, isn't it? Because I've been watching quite a lot of these people doing these types of things. I just find it really fascinating, really. Because I was watching some guy just walking around in a second-hand shop, and I was like, oh, that seems like a pretty fun thing to do. But then I thought to myself, well, he's walking around, and then they're playing like porn noises, and I'm all like, yeah, I don't really want to be doing that kind of stuff because I would probably cringe to death. And that's not really my COT, as it were. Talking of COTs, I've got my COT right here. I'm going to drink some of my COT. Turn TTS off, but still have the other ones you have. That is true. Because although I actually can turn on TTS for every single thing, dare I do it? So I can have the TTS. There we are. So I can just right. Apparently now everything's going to be on TTS. So other ideas. Just going to go through the ideas I've got. Thank you very much. My other idea I'm going to do is I might do some cooking streams. I'm getting to cooking at the minute. Maybe some meth. Thinking some meth. Thinking some crack cocaine. Maybe. If Mr. Twitch is watching, Mr. Jeff Twitch, I am joking, by the way. I don't really intend on actually doing that because I'm a good boy. I am, you know. So yeah. What other things I want to do? I also want to do some like arty bits. Like I say, I want to do some like art stuff as well. I've got like modeling clay, all that kind of stuff. Naked sleep stream. You play your cards right, it might actually happen. I mean, I can get it into the bathroom, and I have thought about doing one. Like I thought to myself, well, if I get so many followers, I will actually do a bathroom stream, but I actually won't be naked in the bath because no one wants to really see that. And that's very much one of those things that people don't really want to see. They don't want to see like a baldy bearded man in the bath, literally squinting because he can't see because his glasses are taken off. But yeah, I just realised the reason why the teachers didn't work with that is because I turned off. I actually got any chat on there, but that's fine. I'm reading the actual thing. Cosmo would want to see that. Well, I mean, to be fair, wet t-shirt, that'd be exactly it. I could wear a very, very thin white t-shirt and just sit there in the bath and maybe get some white underpants and just sit there. And it'd be really gross because you can see my nipples through there. And you can see like my disgusting sort of chest hair and it's like looking a bit manky, you know. I could maybe wear like a bikini top underneath or something like that. Might be quite amusing. But like I say, I don't think I'm ever going to get around to doing that. This actually might be my only stream I'm going to probably do, to be fair. But I just thought myself, I was a bit bored today. And I was like, I'm a bit bald. So I was basically just sitting there. And I was thinking, oh, I need to do something, just something in general. Because waiters, right, it might happen. So as I've mentioned, I've got this microphone here. I've been doing a daily podcast now for about must be since I'm going to say August last year. So August last year I started doing it. It's not a waste. I will try. I will do my best. I can now do it from my phone. So don't forget I know where you live. That is true. So what was I saying? After that threat, I got confused. So I've been doing a daily podcast since I think August last year. I've been doing it every single stinking day. Every day I've been asked to do a podcast, and I made it so I can actually do it from my phone. I was like, I need to get a nice Bluetooth microphone, which I've got a couple on them. So I want to get maybe a couple of guests on there at some point. And I've got a couple of friends. I've actually got a friend who actually wants to appear on this stream. So that'll probably happen at some point. I was like, well, I wonder if I can actually get the Twitch stuff happening. You know, I wonder if I can get like the Twitch wireless, so literally I can go wherever I want. And if I'm out, like so I can have like a very rough schedule, and I can still do it regardless of where I am. So I can be around a friend's house, or I can be around my mum's and dad's house, and all that kind of stuff. And washing up will definitely be happening. I haven't got any washing up to. I have got a little bit of washing up. In fact, I need to do some washing up. Maybe I should start the tap going now, because it does take a long while to start going. In fact, let's go do that. Let's do some actual sort of housework. Yeah. Tomorrow's weather is cloudy. Tomorrow with a high of, I can't read it, turned off. But yeah, let's do some washing up, because like we all know that it takes about 1 million years to run a tap these days. Right, you sit there, there. I know I shouldn't take some cocaine before I started. It's a bad idea. I know I was gonna have a bad time. Right. Have you even had a sip of your tea? Yes, I have. I have had a sip of my tea. It's a very, very light sip, but it was a sip nonetheless. It was quite hot. I'll go grab it then. Right, I'll go grab it. Go grab my tea. And you're probably thinking, how on earth can I hear him in the other room? Wireless mic, yo. Right. It kind of works, doesn't it? I don't even know. Is there a slight dent in that wall behind the whiteboard? No, there isn't. There is not. There is not. There is not a single dent. It was not dented. So yeah. It's a knife. Don't show the knife on Twitch, because people might get offended. So people can't actually even drink on Twitch anymore. It's PC gone mad. PC gone mad. It is absolutely crazy. Running the tap. Oh, it's actually hot. No way. That must be a record. All right. Here we go. Don't forget, people, use EcoVer. EcoVer because it's eco-friendly. It's sensitive washing up liquid, lemon and aloe vera, tough on grease, soft on the environment, with plant-based biodegradable ingredients, such as... Doesn't say. Oh yeah. Anionic surfactant... I can't even read that. Surfactants. Non-ionic surfactants. Perfume. Limonene. I can't read that. You probably can't read that either because it's too blurry, but that is just... Use fairy because fuck you. Well, that's up to you. You want to use fairy? I ain't gonna stop anyone using fairy. I like fairy platinum. Fairy platinum is like... Sorry, it's more like... kind of thing, you know? That's how I smell things. Oh man, I need to put some... I've got some leftover stew as well. Leftover stew. It was a good stew. It was a good stew, a slow cooked stew. Look at that, you can't even see it. Stew. Dare I try? Get that into that pot. Come on, we can do this. You can't even see the... Oh, this is why I'm not a film student here. There we go. Have some bloody stew. Stew. Get in there, stew. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's over the bloody top now, isn't it? Typical. Alright, I need to just run some water in the old slow cooker. So give me a... I like the baby in the nappy in the bottle. Well, that's your own thing, really, isn't it? It's actually got a name. Did you know that? The fairy's actually... The little baby's got a name. I don't know what it is. It's Henry VIII or something like that. It might be. It might not be. We actually don't know. Look at this. I mean, look at this. Bear with. Talk among yourselves. Holy crap! Took literally about an actual fortnight. Actual fortnight. Don't look at the dirty sink. Don't look at the dirty sink. No one wants to look at the dirty sink. All right. Get in there, you son of a bitch. Right. Come on, cutlery, get out of here. You go there, you go there, you go there. All right, and now I've got to take this microphone off because I need to, like that. Okay, it's boiling hot. Cast that asunder. All right, where's my stuff I've got to wash up? Got to wash up this. Cold stew. Got to wash up this. Cold stew. Right, hang on. I don't think it's actually that tap was actually full on then, I ain't gonna lie. Why are you eating stew? What's wrong with eating stew? You a cannibal? No. He moved to Poland. By Poland I mean my fridge. Talking of eating meat. So recently there was basically someone laid on like a little let's all have a bunch of food, and they bought a whole bunch of KFC, knowing that there are vegetarians among us. Among us, it was very sus. That's not a very. I need to move this camera because it's not really working out. I've got a weird fucking angle I'm doing it. There you go. I've lost my sponge, and there was so much KFC. I was like, there's way too much KFC in one little area, and it was very difficult because I was like, it stinks in here. I'm going to be sick. I wasn't sick, obviously. I apologise if the audio or anything cuts out, because obviously I'm in a bit of a weird area. Anyway, so I was like, there's so much chicken in the air right now. I feel like the Colonel. There's so much chicken around. I feel like the Colonel, and it actually made me want to be sick. I actually want to vomit, and my stomach was not very good for the rest of the night. Just from the smell of all the chicken, I was like, "That's every bucket there is just 2 buckets of dead chicken. How on earth? 2 dead chickens in a bucket? Let's be honest." And I was like, "Well, it's just out of all the fast foods, it's probably the least ethical." Not that I'm here to sort of tell people what they should do with their mouths. You want to do what you want, but the thing was that I ended up feeling really quite ill. This smell was, I would probably say, for about a dozen dead chickens all cooked up in one room, and I was like, "Yeah, it's too much." And so what I did was I ended up walking off and all that kind of stuff. However, my upset stomach hung around for quite a little while, to the point where I ended up trying to eat some food later, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it because I still felt queasy. And then here's the fun thing, right? The fun thing. I got home, had some chili heat wave Doritos because they are the best. Had a whole bunch of chocolate. It was stock count. That's the reason why it was late at night. I forgot to mention this. And so it's like, okay, so gonna eat some Doritos, some spicy Doritos. Gonna have some, like I say, a lot of chocolate. Let's not mess around. A lot of chocolate. Explosive diarrhea. Explosive diarrhea. It was not a fun one, not at all. Explosive diarrhea. And on my birthday, no less. It wasn't my birthday. I don't celebrate birthdays not anymore. I used to. But then I had too many of them, and I thought, well, do you know what? I'm not enjoying that too much. That's exactly what it was like. It's literally what it was. Do you know what? The smell was horrific. And I was having a bad time. Put it there. I was having a very bad time. Oh my god, I'm having a worse time now. Let's get in there. Come on, there you go. So there we are, washing up. Another reboot added to the list of reboots that's happened. Although not a very big wash up really, because there actually wasn't that much to wash up. But because usually I'm quite on top of this kind of stuff, you see. Right, okay. That's what good pussy sounds like. That's a vine from the past, isn't it? Right, okay. That's a weird vine, isn't it? Do you know what I've started doing recently? I've actually started watching TikTok compilations because I do rather enjoy like compilations and stuff like that. Because oh my god, let's get in there, Duke. I do enjoy a good compilation of like vines and stuff like that. But I'm watching like TikTok ones, and they're all well and good. But the thing is with them is that they do tend to rehash the same ones, and I can't really stand TikTok for a couple of reasons. The main reason why I don't like TikTok is just so repetitive. It just the repetition in TikToks is just way too much for anyone's small brains, especially mine. My brain is literally, it can't deal with just having to listen to the same. My reaction when so and so does so and so. Like, what are you even talking about? What do you mean your reaction? What's the one I didn't know? What really annoys me about TikToks is like you see they'll be like watch to the end. What do you mean watch to the end? Watch to the end? Tell me what to do. And it's like, oh, sound on. Don't tell me what to do. Don't want to watch with the sound, I won't watch with the sound, kind of thing, you know. And what really confuses, because my brain is very weird because it notices certain patterns, and so when I see a video of someone lip syncing to a video I've just seen, my brain's all like, well, that's not right. That's not what happened. That's not exactly what happened. And then lip syncing it so well, and you're thinking to yourself, what is actually going on with this? You know, what is actually going on with this situation here? Because I can see clearly that this person hasn't got any imagination to do something of their own. And then the worst ones, by far, are the ones that are just watching videos and they like point up. It's like, am I right? Maybe I just don't really know. I don't really know what people do with their lives anymore. Really, so out of touch. And my love. That was a great story. Thank you very much. I was actually very pleased with that. Actually, very pleased indeed. In fact, I want to make that a series of tweets. !Twitter to follow my Twitter account. It's so degrading, isn't it? I mean, what I find difficult about this kind of stuff is I'm like, oh, go on a !Twitter, and then there's all that kind of. I just don't really shilling. I hate the shill, the actual shill. I'd rather not. Like the whole advert shit as well. I hate adverts. Is this an advert? What's this? 60-second ad. Apparently I've gone to an ad. I've hit the wrong button. Is that gone to an ad? Yeah, there's a 60. No, there's a minute. There's an advert there. So I apologise, Ace Hickory, who probably can't hear this. But yeah, no ad for me. That's because you subbed. You didn't have to sub, by the way. In fact, I'm against subbing, mainly because it took so long to get any sort of money from Twitch, and I got no ad. Even better, fantastic news. Yeah, I really hate adverts. Are just shite, man. Absolute shite. I love them, really, Mr. Twitch. If you're listening, they're not listening. No one's really listening, to be fair. It makes you think, really. A lot of the stuff that people do in their day-to-day lives, they are literally just talking into the ether for no actual reason whatsoever. And it's just so pointless. I like the little first badge. I think you were the first person to subscribe. The advert's now finished, so that's good. There's other buttons. I don't know what these other buttons actually do. Because what's this one do? What's this one? Manage prediction. Will I rank? No, that's when I was playing Super Mario. I don't even know. But yeah, so I did a couple of streams recently where I did 2 trucking streams. That was it. I did 2 trucking streams, and the first one went all right. Where I just basically trucked for a while, and I went from one place to another, and then I stopped, and then the next day I did one, and I went from one place to another place, as you do. And I thought, what am I doing this for? And I started playing Stray. I don't know if anyone's actually played Stray. Bloody good game, actually. I haven't finished playing it yet, but Stray's a good game. I enjoyed playing. It's fun being a cat, more or less. I'm not a furry. Not going against fairies, obviously, because people. What do they want to do? They do what they want to do. Okay, they do what they want to do. If they want to dress up like a Disneyland character, like one of those mascots or Mickey Mouse or something like that, and they want to do stuff, that's up to them. Okay, it's nothing to do with me. Fairies, go ahead, fill your boots with your massive white gloves. Go and you get your little skirting board and all that kind of stuff. And I just remembered actually, there's a Monty Python sketch, right? So I love Monty Python. I have done for many, many years. And there's a Monty Python sketch where it's a bunch of people dressed up like mice, and they were like, they dress up like mice. They eat cheese and they go up and down the clock on the stroke of every hour, like Hickory Dickory Dock. Ace Hickory has got a clock. And then yes, that was about what, 50 years ago. They're making that joke about fairies, and there's an interesting documentary about. There's a furry convention thing that happened, and there's a documentary about. There's a YouTube documentary. You know it's legit if there's a YouTube documentary, and this YouTube documentary was about. There's some sort of convention where they basically hired out this massive hotel, and they ended up basically just trashing the place, and they were taking what was it? What's that hippie crack? The stuff that the stuff that they whip it cream, like they whip cream. They're like they start seeing things and stuff. I don't know what that stuff is called, but they inhale that nitrous oxide. I think actually now thinking about it, nitrous oxide, and they're off on that, and they're basically doing all that kind of stuff, and basically just having sex and stuff, having sex, making a mess, like there was shit on the walls and stuff, and just stuff like that really. And they were going on their crazy, just a crazy drug fueled orgy, and they basically just left it. And the funny thing was, it's not really funny, but the amusing thing, that's slightly amusing from an outsider's point of view, was the fact that no one knew who they were because they were all wearing animal costumes. I think that might be something to do with the fact the whole anonymity that goes with it. So that might be. I actually don't know. That's what I would guess. Anyway, that's what I would guess to be the situation, as it were. There's loads of documentaries about. Do you know what? I do love a YouTube documentary. Actually, you can't beat them. There was a series about Chris Chan, which I don't really want to go into because Chris Chan is a very, very what's the word? Chris Chan is a very controversial figure, and I think the series I watched about them was interesting, but then I watched a different documentary series about them. And rather than being like a 5 or 6 part thing, it's like a comprehensive 50-part documentary series about Chris Chan. And I ended up getting through so much of it, and I was just depressed. It's just depressing. Like you watch this stuff and you think this poor person was bullied, and they actually broke their brain. These internet trolls broke the brain of Chris Chan. Like you can see that obviously there was something up anyway, because obviously what was it? You drive me mad. It wasn't a very long drive or something like that. I don't know what the phrase is, but it was just very strange. It was just a very strange situation, really, and I just end up just leaving it all depressed. Really, I don't really want to continue with that because it's, like I say, just depressing. That's what this poor person, just the bad luck, and obviously I don't know. It's a very, very, it's a subject I don't really want to go into too much because there's just way too much stuff going on with it. So yeah. But there's the thing I like about YouTube documentaries, they can really sort of be very niche documentaries, and people really sort of, they do their homework about things. They really get into the nuts and the bolts and stuff. There's a channel I really like watching called Did You Know Gaming? I think Did You Know Gaming do one. There's another one. I think Summoning Salt is another one. Is it Summoning Salt? Well, I like Summoning Salt, but there's documentaries about like the history of Super Mario Brothers 3 and like Mario World and Mario Kart, and they'll do like, oh, there's Zelda 2, not Zelda 2, Mario 2. Like we have the Lost levels in the West, and in obviously Japan it was different, and we had like a Doki Doki Panic, and that old chestnut about did you know that Super Mario Brothers 2 actually wasn't originally a Super Mario game? Yeah, we know, yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling on here about shite. So from a technical point of view, this seems to be working, which is good. So yeah, the TTS is working, sound alerts is working, camera's working okay. So happy with that. The camera quality is a little bit shit. I did try and install an app to stream. Maybe shit myself then. To try and go straight across to the computer. But this literally has to be streamed to another website called Video Ninja. Then I have to embed that into OBS, which is nuts. There is another streaming software that I haven't tried using yet called Stream Elements, which is what I use for all my alerts and stuff like that. Yeah, it's very much like that, to be fair. But I just got to try and work out different bits and pieces, you see. So it's just it's a thing. I'm enjoying the trying to work it out, and it's taken me a while, but I think it's going all right, which is good. But yeah, where's my notebook? I tried it earlier and didn't hear it, so I wanted to see what it was. I might have to try and a short little version of it, which I don't particularly like. But yeah, let me just. I want to do a little bit of art because I've got the skills to pay the bills. I've got an idea, so bear with. So I'll put you there, like this. If I sit there like that, it might work. Let's sit like that. That's working all right. We can do this. We can do this art. Hang on. Right, we're going to do this. Come here. Come hither. Right, okay. Oh, you absolute wank. There we go. Perfect. How are we doing? Kind of works. That's working all right. Right, okay, let's do some art. It's working all right. We can do this. Let me just change the so we go to Category. Art. Let's do this. How do I save it? Where's the save button? Is that now? Am I now in art? Am I in the art section? No, I'm still in just chatting. Oh, right. Bear with. Art. Right. Done. Okay, we're in the art section, apparently. Right, so let's do some art. Look at my fine selection of pens. Fine selection of pens there. All the colours of the rainbow. Right. So, where's my pen? I need to find a very special. Where's my? Is that there? There we go. These are special art pens, actually. I'll have you know, because I'm a proper artiste, as it were. So basically, because I'm a pretentious wank, I do meditation art, and so basically what happens is I'll basically do like meditation, and then stuff will pop into my head. That's one of mine. That's a meditation one there. That image popped into my head. Did his bear, I'm quite proud of. That went viral on Mastodon, surprisingly. That went viral on Mastodon, really randomly actually. So what happened? I drew that, I took a picture of it and uploaded it, and thought nothing of it. And then, hey presto, I go back and it's been reposted by someone with like quite a few different bits and pieces, quite a few followers. I'm like, what's going on there? That's a bit bonkers, isn't it? And then, yeah. Right, so let's just draw something. I don't know what to draw. Let's draw the curtains. That's a fun one, isn't it? Let's draw the curtains. Let me just make sure this doesn't turn off. The screen always turns off in 10 minutes. Let's just do some shapes, yeah. Okay. Could be eyes, could be a nostril. We don't even know yet. Let's do a weird frog. Let's make a frog. Right, we're drawing a frog. A maniacal-looking frog. There you go. Frog. We're frogging it, yo. Where are we? See here. What I'm going to do. You can't probably see very well, but I'll try my best so you can see. Okay. Yeah, we feeling it? Are we feeling it, yeah? And underneath here, I'm going to draw some legs, which don't really appear to be that of a frog. That's right, you heard me right. And, yeah, it's not. It is. It's actually a cat in a frog outfit. That's what it is. Right, so there we go. Looking good, huh? I know what you're thinking now. That's a good looking cat frog. One fine day with a whoop on the purr, a baby was born and it got a little stir. Something, no 3 eyes on it's a little cat frog, cat frog. Oh, lower in the waters, little cat dog. Cat frog. I messed that up, didn't I? Let me just I'm gonna call this now drawing a cat frog. No. Back up. Nope. Done. There we go. We're drawing a cat dog. Cat frog? I don't bloody know. Right, so I need some greens. My fine array of pens. It's a pretty frog-like colour. These are my greens. There's a pale green. These are my greens. You see them or not? I like this dark green, but I think it might be a bit too dark. But these ones might be a bit light. I've got any other greens. I don't think they have. I think it's going to have to be Viridian. Viridian green. Right, let's do some Viridian. Okay. Now this is the part where everyone says, "Oh wow, you're so good at colouring in." Yeah, I know. I'm not the best at colouring in. And like I knew it would be, it is like well dark. Is that a cat with a Kermit hat on? You are completely correct. A maniacal Kermit. A maniacal Kermit with a crazy "I've just killed Miss Piggy" kind of vibe. Because that's what came out of my head when I started drawing. And then that's what stays. Although Kermit the Frog's got weird eyes. I think he's got these sort of weird, sort of like divot kind of things under his, like beside his pupils. Yeah, he's always had weird eyes. I don't know why that is. Like I think because maybe frogs have like a different kind of pupil. Maybe I actually don't know. Problem is now I've got to try and work out what colour to colour the cat in. Because I could, if I did it black, it wouldn't really work out because obviously that would lose the detail I've added in so meticulously. So I'm thinking maybe like a ginger cat. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that. What I want to do is it's got this weird little thing around the edge there, here. But I'm not too sure what to do with the old. Let's do that. I think it's that side I need. Yeah, that's the thin side. All right. Ooh, that's a nice little deet. That's a good little deet. I'll do like that. In hindsight, should have coloured that in originally. Look at that lovely detail there. The detail added into that. Beautiful. So we want to have some yellow teeth because yellow is evil. Actually, no, we've got yellow-green. Let's go for a yellow-green. It's a fly-eating cat. Who ever heard of a fly-eating cat? Me. I've heard of a fly-eating cat. In fact, let's go for a different yellow. Hang on. I want... Bloody hell, is this one I want? Canary yellow. Yes. Yes. Let's go for a canary yellow. I once actually knew someone who thought that canary was pronounced canary. Alas, it was not. It's actually pronounced canary. And it's really awkward because I actually said to them, I said, I'm not being horrible. I'm not like criticizing or anything like that. I don't think I am. Just don't say, canary because that isn't correct. Although having said that, I suspect the person was thinking of Cannery Row. Where's that going? Where's the speaker? Is that still on?
Powering off. Powering on.
Fingers crossed.
Bed.
There we go. Let's try. Hang on a second. Why is it not working? I can't see the RuneScape music. Is this it? Yeah. There you go. Give some depth to the old teeth. There you go. Looking pretty deranged. Quite pleased with the looking pretty deranged at the minute. Alright, so to make it really Kermit-y, let's go get the pupes right. Let's get the pupes. Okay, so the pupes are a bit like that now. There you go. If we that's proper Kermit now. at that point, I thought to myself, I have committed to it now. I said, I've committed to the joke. Come with the frog. Commit. Huh? I have committed to it. The shame is, I can't. I mean, I could put some music on. Can I put some music on the background on the computer? I actually don't know. That could possibly be a thing. I mean, I don't really, because I can't hear any music myself. And I really hate all the DMCA stuff. Give me a second. Hold on. Trying to think. No. All right. So, what color cat are we going for? 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 I'm going for a brown cat because I've actually got this brown in my hand. I've got a joke for you. Why did the chef have brown hands? Because he needed a poo. You get it? Needed, as in like bread, needed a poo. Thank you very much. Is that all the browns I got? Yeah, two slightly different colour shades of brown, so let's go for that. Oh, sorry. Soz. Soz, not soz. Right. Let's use a nice thick brown here. Right, okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bloody love these pens. Absolutely adore them. Okay. Going well. It's more like a ginger cat now, but that's fine. We'll deal with. We'll stick with it. People watching this who actually use these pens are like, what the hell are you doing, man? I'm like, wait, none of your business, is it? Do what I want to do. Okay, so it's now going a bit Garfield-y, which actually I might lean into. I'm going to lean into this being Garfield. Yeah? From memory. Right. Where's my pen? There it is. Right. Bear in mind, my Garfield knowledge is all from memory, so you have to forgive. Just remember, he has this sort of black end of his tail, like that. And then he has these weird things like that on his back. I think. That's like Garfield, isn't it? That looks like Garfield. I'm sure that's Garfield. And I'm not sure if he has lines. I think he has lines in his tail. I'm quite sure. Yeah, let's go for that. Yeah, it's now become Garfield. Probably in lasagna with Miss Piggy in it. So Garfield being Kermit. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so that's so far on this stream today, this IRL stream, that my first foyer into it, or foyer, I don't know, foyer? That's the type of door, isn't it? A foyer. That's foray. Foray. The word's foray, not the letters four, the number 4, and the letter A. Foray into this. So yeah, that's an hour. You can have an hour of me dicking about, washing up and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully it's still live, all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping anyway. So yeah. Ooh, the only problem is I have to turn it off in here. So it stinks in here. Smells of stew. Look at it glitching out. Anyway, back again at some point. So until then, this is me